If you are new to our channel, welcome aboard to our 1971 Bakin 37. My name is Ivan, this is my wife Victoria, and these are our kids. Good morning everyone. I made such a jig and attached to the shaft. So the idea is just to have that flat surface aligned just in the center of the shaft, and then I can install a piece of plywood cut to size and transfer the mounting points from the motor to be able to replicate mountings and find the connection points to the hull to build another mount. Let's make this plate and try it. I found some bits and pieces with a nice radius size to draw those legs, 4 of them, and I just make those on the piece of plywood. So I'm going to check the diagonals and make sure to double check that the sizes of. Let's cut the 2 sides. Okay, here you go. I hope I did it right. I checked many times. Let's check it. The template is in place and I start to see some kind of shapes of the new motor legs. So now I need to transfer this to the hull. It looks like quite narrow actually, but I see there is some bottom spots still exist, so I can definitely fiberglass down to the bottom. And I need to find out the way where I can put those crossbars between those legs. But most important thing, I need to find out that the center line is aligned with the shaft and it's right in the middle of the stuffing tube. And then I need to transfer those lines to the bottom and start shaving it. I slightly modified the template, just make it more strength. So the center bar and the limiter bars on the side to make it more centered and aligned. Looks like all aligned right now, so I bolted down those shaft joint with the clamps, and it looks fine so far. So now I can start transferring these curves to the bottom line and start thinking about what kind of crossbars will be in place and where exactly to be installed. Just assume that we have a straight keel right now and the vessel is on the horizon right now. It's not really true, the starboard side a little bit over than the port side, but still it looks horizontal right now. So now I'm going to draw the along side line on the bottom and cross line, and then actually I need to transfer those centers of the mounting legs of the motor to the hull and make just X mark where the center to start sending it. So I have transferred those crosses as 1, 2, 3 and 4. So those labels are just the point of these joints right there, all 4 of them. So now I need to transfer the sizes, max and minimum, where will be those bars installed, to realize how big need to be crossbars and the legs with some extra. I started to mocking up the crossbar from the foam that I cut, so it's kind of like that. It will be high, like maybe 6 inches ish, and the height will be just above that level, probably lower, I'm not sure yet. And then I'm going to make those vertical legs for the feet for the motor itself. Probably I will just make a bunch of glue it together piece of wood or glass thing with the fiberglass or something like that. And yeah, we'll try it. Today actually I have learned one new technique how to transfer any kind of curve to the piece of paper. So the technique used the special thing called Joggle-stick or juggling stick, which just tackle every piece of curve and transfer to the flat surface like that, like piece of plywood or piece of paper, whatever. So in order to make it happen, I just screw this piece of plywood just 90 degrees to the flat surface, and I'm going to draw some lines as per Joggle-stick to this plate. And I'm going to reuse this piece of wood, which looks nice to me, just need to shape it and use it as a crossbar. The idea is transfer those bottom curves to the both sides of this piece of wood and then cut it to size and fit it to its new place. This is a custom-made special piece called a Joggle-stick. I'll show you how to use it. Let's make some drawing. It's super inconvenient in tight space, but what can I do? This is a curve, everyone can do it. Doesn't look like? Okay, I'll explain. Isn't it better now? Yeah, I guess it is. So I'm going to transfer the width of the that piece of wood to the piece of plywood. It's actually just a tempered template. I want to just check how this works actually. Transferring the curve back to the material, it's pretty straightforward. So I just put that Joggle-stick back in the drawing I made, and I have to match the lines of the curve I've drawn and just put some dot or whatever across to the tip of that Joggle-stick. And once I match all these dots, I just have to connect those dots to the line. So now I have two sides, two edges of that kind of piece of wood, but from the plywood. So I'm gonna cut it to size as per drawing and try to fit it in. We'll see how does it fit actually. That's interesting. I don't know, looks terrible. This is forward, this is backward, like bow side, stern side. I don't know, I'll go check it out. Probably this is exactly what I need actually. Now I have assembled this again. Well, it's really interesting thing, you know. So yeah, that at least I know what's the downside and the good side. So first of all, the measurements must be done really more precise than it's supposed to be. But yeah, at least I can find the points where I need to sand it down actually more precisely than it's supposed to be. And it's actually looks like it's really 90 degrees to the shaft right now, which is really impressive. I think it's a really good experience what I just obtained. And just next time I will do this more precise and do it properly actually. If you like this video, please hit thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment below. It's really interesting to have some feedback. Thank you. Bye.